Welcome to the Sherrie Show. Chicago, this is the talk show that you have indeed been waiting for. The talk show that says you matter and we see you. We see you. The Sherrie Show, we are so excited. We are on the outskirts of Chicago at Salon Experience. They are hosting another Sherrie talk show, and we are so happy that we are at Salon Experience. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And this shop is really fantastic. I mean, look at the flavorful colors. The ambiance is just terrific. But right now, we're going to talk about the topic that's at hand today. The topic is called Love, Lust, and Stuff Happens. That's right. Love, lust, and stuff happens. And this should be a really interesting show. We are excited to get started. For our first segment, we have two young folks. I call them with a lot of energy and some zest. Help me welcome first to the stage for the Sherrie Show. Put your hands together, Chicago, for Maria. Maria, come on up to the stage and just join us. Just join us. How you doing, Maria?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Just relax and be comfortable. Now, we got to keep this a little even, Stephen. We have a wonderful, hard-working gentleman here that's going to join us. Please put your hands together and welcome Judah to the stage. Judah. How you all doing?
Fine.
So we're just going to talk and have a good time, and we're gonna try our best to keep this, just keep it real, because it is Valentine's Day, Valentine's month, February. But I got a few little questions for you guys. So just called Love, Lust, and Stuff Happens. What do you can, one of you can jump in however you like, but what do you think about love versus lust? Can you start to build a solid relationship based on lust?
Well, I think lust is usually considered like the initial attraction. I know for men are more we're visual creatures, so we like what we see first, and then things escalate after that. But I think it starts, not necessarily lust. I think lust is a more it go in a certain direction. It's only a certain period of time into where you actually start to have to create a love, because it will continue. If it just continues just what's physical, then it's going to turn into just to lust.
Right. So what do you think about that, Maria? About can you base a relationship, a foundation of on just lust?
I think it depends on your disposition initially going into it. I think if you set into your mind that you don't want a relationship, you only want to have sex with this person or do whatever with this person, and no matter what, you don't move beyond that, then no. But if your goal is, okay, we've hooked up or whatever, and now we're going to try to build something, I think you can. It really depends on what your thought process is going into it and whether or not you want to build something. I think you can if you try.
So you have to would make an effort.
Right.
On purpose.
Right.
On purpose. This is when I was doing some research on lust and love. Let me see if you all agree with me or disagree or have an opinion. Lust creates a false security. Love is security. Do I need to repeat it? Lust creates a false security. Love is security. Judah?
Well, I think that say love is security.
Love is security. Love is like you can, you count on it. You can just lean on it. But the lust, it's a false sense of security. Do you think so, or maybe a little bit?
I can understand where they're coming from for that. I think that they both have their appropriate places, I guess. But for the most part, I would agree with that.
You would agree that lust creates a false security?
Yeah.
Love is more secure.
Well, I won't.
Well, it can be.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be, I guess. That's
love. Love is one of those things where,
it's iffy.
yeah, it's not easily to define. I have not heard a true definition of love yet in my life, so I don't know if it can be considered secure, because the hardest thing I think in life is to love someone. The most scariest thing to do is to love someone because of the ramifications behind if that love ends. So
Can I deal with it? I'm trying to trust you, but I don't want to.
oh yeah, all that, and that's a emotional roller coaster, So
Yeah. What is your take on that, Maria?
I think with lust or love, you have to have a certain. Actually, it depends on what you're defining to be lust and or love. You need a working definition first. But I think in order for there to be lust, you need to have some sort of trust for it to even be there, for any of it to happen. I think you need some sort of trust. I think when you do get to love, there is more trust at that point. But that doesn't necessarily mean security. I don't think either one is necessarily.
It's a guaranteed security.
Right. I don't think it is. I think it probably makes you more vulnerable than anything. Love is going to make you more vulnerable. I think with lust, you're a little more defensive. You're a little more like protective yourself. I don't think either of them are going to guarantee you any security.
But with the lust part, it's not as. It's kind of like that's high risk as it is. You're going with the punches. Like you call yourself in love, it's like, is this the real tricky part? Does it get unstable, more unstable? Because we changed the script or the title. One question that I really had was, this is a kicker here, because I approached this question once before at a show. Is it just me or my observation? But I've noticed that elder generations, when I say prior generations to ours, meaning people in their 70 years, they're like in that age group, and beyond, our generations before that were married, that had a family, it seemed that they had a more sincere commitment to family, to marriage, to we gonna stick through this no matter what. We gonna be together, and it seems like, I wonder what did they have something that we didn't have? Does God look down and say, he gotta take? They just don't care about marriage. Are we a bunch of quitters and punk outers? I mean, they would just be. Is it just me? Help me out.
I think the difference is now. I think then everybody had morals. Like, people had morals. People actually cared if somebody told your mom you were out in the car with a man or you were dating a married man. People actually had morals, and people had two parents at home. Both of the parents, right. Both of the parents, like, watched you, and they made sure that you were doing right. Nowadays, some people don't. If they have a father, they might not know who their father is. They don't really have morals. A lot of men are, like, abandoning their families. And so the difference is they leave a bunch of single women, and now they're taking any male. They don't necessarily need a man in their life, a male in their life, and they'll take it. If he's married, if he has 7 other kids he's not taking care of, so long as he has the male anatomy, they will take it anywhere they can get it. And back then, it was cut and dry. You need to date this person, get married to this person, and figure out a life. Nowadays, everybody's just so desperate to get anything. And and then you have the internet and all that. And
That's what
the
we
big
talked
difference.
about. What we talked about.
Right.
All this stuff that's out here and all these swirling options and things going on.
That's a big
how do you
part
feel,
of it.
Jude,
That
about
was one of my points. One is the lack of shame. That was one that kept the old school
knitted tight.
real tight. Because if a woman had, if a man left a woman and a woman left, she couldn't just go get another husband. That was shamed upon. So it was not honorable. Yeah, it was a good motivation to continue just to hold on with the whole situation. But
We're gonna work it out.
We got Facebook, MySpace, and back then a lot of information was not known amongst like a small group. Like you will be like back like down south, you will see you didn't have that much interaction with a lot of different philosophies, different people, different cultures, different religions, and now that's like a click away on the internet. So because of that, things have changed drastically. And unfortunately, the old school rules do not apply in the new school, and I'm personally learning that the hard way because I veered towards the old school and I'm having complications with just the whole outcome of it. So yeah, it's the information.
Let me ask. We have a few minutes. Does the audience have any take a comment or question on that? Anybody? It's me. No.
Okay.
Come on now. What's your name?
Shakina.
Shakina, turn around. Welcome to the Kim Sherrie Show. No, what's your comment?
I just want to piggyback on what they were saying about the older generation sticking it out. I believe also with the thing with the men not being in the family now, that basically back then it was like not cool at all for men to just leave their families, to not take care of them, to not provide. Even though I'm pretty sure there was some things going on the side, but anyway, they still stuck it out. They had that united front, and no matter what was going on, it was till death do us part. But now, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's a dime a dozen if you see a man who, made a baby, didn't take care of it, left, went somewhere else, took care of another one, made another one. So I don't know. It seems like now it's unfortunately somehow it's kind of cool. And so it doesn't stop them from getting other women. It doesn't stop them from forming new relationships. They don't even have their own conviction.
Do you think no one, we don't have any conviction because it hasn't been instilled? I was talking about this with my cousin the other evening, and he said it was implanted in them certain morals, certain standards, certain things that's just kind of gone astray over the years. So we need to go back to maybe some just basic teachings, wouldn't you say?
I think so to a point, because again, if we say that it was going on, 70 years ago and those relationships had it, I'm pretty sure that they were passing it down to their children, and then their children were supposed to pass it down to us. But somehow it's gotten watered down, and I hate to go there, but I kind of blame the media for a lot of it. TV, what's being exposed, and I feel like the parents are fighting against what is being exposed to their kids. Back then, it wasn't that much. It
wasn't much to fight with.
Right, it wasn't that much competition.
Okay.
That's something that.
Okay, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come right back. So we'll be right back in just a moment with more love, lust, and stuff happens.
Okay.
This evening. The topic is love, lust, and stuff happens. Stuff happens. And Chicago, we're talking to some great people that have a lot to say. And we have another great panelist that's going to join us. And her name is Ellen. And we're going to give Ellen a great big round of applause because we got some wisdom coming to the stage. you made it. Now, you were sitting in the audience. You were listening to a lot of the questions and conversations and feedback. How do you feel on that part about, is there a difference on the generations prior to us? Is it we just don't give a hoot? We just don't give a hoot. We don't give a hoot, Ellen, about standards, morals, marriage, anything goes how it goes. And it's, is that what we've come to? That God said they don't care about my institution of marriage.
I think so. When you talked, I was thinking back when I was in high school and how all the young girls get pregnant, and it's just there today. You never heard of a girl getting pregnant in school. Now, I know of a girl that did get pregnant in school, and her family moved her out of town, and she was a friend of my sister. And they adopted the baby out, and she lives with that heartache her whole life because it was a shame in those days. And it just seems, as the years go by, things get worse and worse and worse, and of course there's a lot more drugs, alcohol,
A lot of different things.
all kinds of drugs people, and I don't even know what they all are, but it's like an era, if it feels good, do it.
Right. You know what? And I heard what you said. I think, though, with the generations past, I do agree with a lot of things, but like a word you said that I believe that a negative force Satan puts on us that has that smothered us in a lot of ways is shame and guilt.
Right.
By no means were those times perfect
No.
in her mind, but I'm just saying that we, I guess we had some standard of honor to live by, some code. And I think when you're lacking that and anything goes, you have erosion of a society, of teenagers that go with the flow and do whatever they want and think it's normal, and it's not. And what do you think about that? What do you have to say about that, Maria?
I think they're, me or her?
Maria,
Oh.
I'm coming right
Sorry,
back to
go
you.
ahead.
I'm coming right back.
About the erosion of society.
Of the erosion, I think that's a effect from lack of standards or morals, and why it has gone this way. Why we don't care about marriage, we don't care about anything.
I think people actually do care about marriage. A lot more people care about marriage, but the problem is it goes back to what I said. It's so much competition. People care, but I think it's more people that don't care. Like, they don't care that you're married. They care that they have these kids at home and that father ran off. And so now they would rather go after your husband because he takes care of your family. They'd rather go after him in hopes that he will provide the same thing for them. So they care. And if they do stay with the man that's not going to marry them, they'll still stay with them. They have a problem with it, but they'll stay with them. They'll accept it because that's the best they can do. They feel like that's the best they can do instead of walking away. So
They think that's as good as it gets.
Probably so. The one man, at least this man's still here. The other man ran off. This man is still here.
So it's like, wow, he's still here. Woo!
He stay out all night and he cheat and he does everything else, but he's still here and I'm first best. And they're okay with that. And their mom, the problem is their mother is probably 15, 16, 14 years older than them. And the mom probably don't see a problem with it either because she went through the same thing. So it's just a perpetuation of a bad thing.
Right. Just going on and on and on. And it continues if we don't, but things continue if you don't even say anything or address them. Does anybody in the audience have an overall statement, comment, feedback, question? Another quiet audience. Here we go again. And this is really astonishing because according to Verizon and Facebook, we like to talk. You all are talking community right here. Okay, but Let me ask you this, Ellen. I asked you about the elders and in the past. Do you think that you could build a relationship on lust? Or, or when that love needs to really kick in, sometimes it doesn't know how to, or it's which one is more sturdy for a foundation?
Well, love if you have it, and if it is lust, I personally, by what I have lived myself and seen other people, I don't know how anything can last on lust, because it's temporary. And if they have lust with you, they'll have it with anybody. They're just a lustful person.
In a nutshell, huh? Because that ingredient is a weak ingredient for anything doesn't have any real substance, huh?
Whether they've been have never been taught any better, they have no religious background, or they've been hurt and they don't care. You know, it can be a number of things, but
I heard a pastor say once, love, you better hope one day you found somebody that really, really, that loves you. If that you with that person. Because love will have to do some things for you. If you're in a situation medically or healthcare-wise that you're unable to do, that you are unable to do. And he said, love, you need that love to come in there and help you do what needs to be done physically or emotionally that you can't do by a handicap or a sickness or what have you. So you really find out later on in life if it's there and it really stands and it kicks in
right.
through test of time.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna open up. Does anybody have any questions on love or comment on lust or love? Anybody at all? Okay. Well, wait. Before we go, I want to give you this last little the research that I did, the question, and see what you think about it. Is it ground for love? Does love, in your opinion, does lust create a false security, or is love security? What do you think about that one?
Love is security, and lust is a false security, and it won't last.
Mm. It is. It's all the
It's false.
little fringes on the side.
Right. And maybe it satisfies people for a short time, but then it's gone.
I know. I think we all want that love that we can really count on. It be relationship love, that mother thing. I wonder if a man, though, the man really, they want love too, don't they? Do they?
Absolutely.
Do you want do you want a sincere love that just is real, or you get scared and run? Can you answer that for me?
You want me to start?
Set on up.
Well,
What do you think about that? Do y'all really, really want to be loved for real, or you get scared?
I think that love, yeah, we do, but you got to look at the emotional standpoint. Men are not as emotional as women, and that love thing is not something that we like to express openly or in too many occasions. So we have that advantage, I believe.
So let me ask you, can you be really really caring about a person? And would you keep it inside, or do you tell your best friend? See, you all operate differently than we do. We like details, like girl, what he say, what he do, how was his facial expression, and all that stuff. But see, you just don't know how we are. We are very to the bone and every look at credit. But do you share with a best friend or somebody that you really care about?
We do. Men express their love in a different form than women express their love. And we like to express our love, maybe more of a sexual formation. But that's what we like. That's how you can show me you love.
This thing real.
It's real.
No, there's
men
more than
like
that.
That way. Women want, I ain't gonna, no. women are like the details, like you said. Men, they
Y'all
act-
physical.
they
You're
act
physical.
details, but they act details of other stuff. So
Right.
that's what it's like.
Right.
So that's
See, we want to know what he smelled like. Girl, he smells so good. You know, what did he have on? And, you know, we are made differently. That's how we were designed, and that's how it was supposed to be. But it's different. It's interesting to know what males are thinking and what they're feeling, because now there's a talk show that says you matter and we see you. And actually, we're planning on doing a show about dedicated to a man later on this year. And it's important that we hear what you say, that we hear what you feel, and all that good stuff. We got to interact. We got to exchange. So thank you so much for your input, Judah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, before we wrap up, I want to just ask one more time, is there any more comments, any questions, any last minute? Okay. Well, this was an interesting conversation. Would you all agree? Hello? Yes. It's okay to speak. It's all right. It's all right to say something. We can't live in fear. It won't be fear. And no, we're not. This has been really fun. I want to thank Judah. I want to thank Ellen and Maria for coming and sharing their time here. And we're going to just say thank you to some people who helped put the show together behind the scenes. Of course, Kim, put your hands together for Kim for Salon Experience for hosting the show. Of course. And a gentleman, too, that has participated in the show, of contributing to the show. His name is K.O. of K.O. Barbershop in Madison. Just helpful. And we just had, look at Tracy. Tracy did my hair. Tracy White. Stand up, Tracy. And Leslie Russell did makeup. She did a fabulous job. And you know what? We're gonna say thank you to my mom. She made these Kim Sherrie show cakes we're introducing today. Wait your hand, Mom. Just cakes, just beautiful, tasty cakes. And April, my producer, stand up, April, and her treats and all her talents and wisdom. Thank you all so much. We have another great show planned in March 12th, and just come on back. And thank you for tuning in to the Kim Sherrie Talk Show, the one that says you matter, and we see you. Chicago, this is Kim Sherrie, and we just want to do a extra close profile on the host that hosted the Kim Sherrie Show, Kimberly James of Salon Experience. Kim, how are you? And are you doing good?
I'm good, thank you.
I want to know, how did you come up with the name Salon Experience?
It just came to me actually in a dream. One night I knew that I wanted to own a salon one day, and when I resigned from a former job that I was doing, I was just asking basically, God to guide me, and he did. He showed me the name in a dream, and basically Salon Experiences. I knew I wanted to own a salon, but I wanted women to have the experience.
That they deserve?
Yeah, exactly.
We deserve a lot of stuff. Because we work hard, we give so much on this planet to our families and children. What about Salon Experience? What ultimate dream goals do you have anything you can unleash on your heart about your salon that you would like to see take happen? What are some of those things?
It's quite a few things. We're in a process of still growing. We've been in this new location for about maybe 6 months. And the one thing that I really want to see happen is that I want women to come in and say, "Oh my God, it's so nice, it's relaxing."
It's cozy and warm. Look up the colors. They pop. They pop.
Once again, designed by Leslie Russell of Influential Chic.
Leslie did that. She coordinated. Leslie coordinates makeup, influential chicks. That's awesome. It's fantastic. And it just adds another spark. What made you say yes to hosting a talk show? What made you step out the box? You're a radical lady.
Well, definitely for the exposure, and I just think in today's times we need to step out of the box and do something different, for our businesses, just to get exposure, and because I love you.
This was so fun. This is so, and is it? I was just getting ready to say you took the thought and right off my tongue. Ironically, and we went to school together. Okay, I don't need to tell the whole Chicago our personal business, but But yeah, we went to school together and just reconnected once again on Facebook. And here we are. And we are going to do some awesome things together. And a lot of people have come on board. Tracy, woohoo! And I hope to hear from you. Feel free to go to Kim Sherrie, my Facebook page, and we'd love to hear from you. Hear what you think, what you have to say. Thank you once again. Have a great night.